Would it be weird if I just kind of held this here? Let's put it over here. This week, I want to cover two key concepts that I've really taken to heart over the past couple years. It's two ideas that have always been in my mind when it comes to working towards anything or trying to make any important decisions in my life. These two key concepts have been guides, I guess you could say. One is something that I thought of quite a while ago, and the other one is something that's more recently come into my mind and been something that I've been kind of referring back to when I'm trying to make a decision about something I want to move towards, or trying to make a decision about what I want to work on to do good work in my life when it comes to my own passions, my career, and other areas of things that I want to kind of excel at and work towards in my life. The first idea that I always seem to go back to whenever it comes to making an important decision or working towards anything is the concept of defying the norms. When I think back to any time that I've actually had successes in anything in my life, it's always been at a time when I was defying the norms and going down my own path, forging my own direction towards my goal in mind. It's very common for us to follow the paths of previous successes. We're able to see what other people have done and done well, and we try to replicate that success for ourselves, usually by following an identical or very similar path. While that can work in many cases, it's often the time where that path was unique to that person, meaning whenever we go down that path or we try to excel in a similar manner, we won't find the same success because it's not the path we're meant to take. Anytime that I've had notable success in any pursuit of mine in life, it's when I've been disregarding the paths of other people and choosing to go down what feels right to me. What this concept relies on is a strong ability to follow your own gut and your own intuition. This is something that has to be developed over time and practiced. It's not something that usually comes natural to most people. Societal pressures and norms are a reason why we don't have a strong gut or intuition or the ability to recognize when our gut is telling us something. But by practicing our ability to follow that sense and that feeling we get whenever these intuitions come up, we can develop and enhance that skill over time so we can learn to recognize it much quicker and we can act on it much sooner. The way we can best develop our ability to recognize our intuition and to follow our intuition is by taking small, deliberate steps. By practicing following that intuition, following that decision, we'll often find that over time, these feelings are leading us in the direction we're supposed to go and leading us towards the right outcomes. And the more we follow these notions and these feelings, the better we will get not only at recognizing them, but making good decisions in our lives. The second key concept I've been kind of putting into practice and following lately is something that's relatively new to me. For my whole life, I've been the type of person that has always put hard work on a pedestal. I know that hard work will always outbeat talent, because talent often doesn't work hard enough. That's the type of mentality I've always had when it comes to working on anything, any goals or objectives in my life. Recently, I've been taking a bit of the opposite approach, where I'm more allowing things to happen in my life and just seeing where the natural flow of my day takes me. One saying I keep saying to myself in order to reinforce this idea is to not force anything. Don't force anything in your life. Allow things to happen. When you follow your gut and follow your intuition, you make those decisions in service of that feeling and you don't force anything else. What I've been finding whenever I've gotten away from forcing things in my life, at least forcing things beyond what is actually necessary to make action and movement happen, is that new revelations, new ideas, new concepts, and new outcomes have been kind of presenting themselves to me. I know this sounds a little bit like woo-woo or wishy-washy, but honestly, whenever you take a moment just to step back and to follow your gut intuition, to go where things feel natural and things feel right, that's whenever things kind of tend to happen and other pieces of your life kind of put themselves into place. Work hard, work on things you want and your intuition is telling you should do, but don't force things to happen. Let things occur naturally in their due course, because things always do tend to work out in the long run of life. So when we put these two pieces together of defying our norms by following our gut and intuition and not forcing anything too much, we tend to find that we can get back to a more natural state of our work and our being and move away from trying to make things happen all the time. We can kind of get a better understanding of ourselves and how we're reacting to our environment around us and work towards things that just seem to come natural to us, that we will naturally be in line with, and will probably naturally enjoy the most. Most of all, these concepts just kind of circle around the idea of understanding yourself better, taking that time to self-reflect, whether you're meditating, journaling, whatever it might be, just taking that moment to understand where your interests and passions lie, ignoring what other people are doing and what other people are working towards, even though that can be hard at times, and not forcing things, not forcing yourself to go down a path that isn't in line with what you want to work on and what you think is where you should be. So if you ever find yourself stuck or you feel like things aren't working no matter how hard you try, why don't you try just defying the norms of what you're trying to work towards? When everyone's going one way, you should maybe try going the other and seeing what happens, if that's what your gut and your intuition are telling you. And also see what comes naturally to you. Don't force anything. Don't force yourself to go down a certain way or a certain path because that's what other people are doing or that's where other people have had success before. They've had success in their own version of their story, and you have your own version of success that will come to you, so long as you do what comes naturally to you and what you kind of gravitate yourself towards. So just a quick video this week on two concepts that have just been strongly in my mind lately. I'm not sure why. I just felt like I had to kind of put this down and record this just to share with anyone who might need it. It's just what my gut and my intuition were telling me. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe. I tend to make videos every week. At least I try to make them weekly. I've been okay so far this year. And I make these videos just with some advice and ideas and concepts that have helped me in the past and I know will help me in the future. So I'm just going to keep making them just in case anyone else wants to learn and get a little bit better each and every day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great day and a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.